What's up, y'all? What's good? Back again with another video. So as you can tell by the title, today we're going to be talking about why I stopped breastfeeding and what I would have done differently. And y'all, I got my notepad right here because I be forgetting, and I want to make sure I put everything up in this video. So I'm gonna get right to the point. Okay, so as you all know, I just recently had a baby back in June. He's 5 months. And my goal was to breastfeed up until he was at least 1 year old. I said 9 months, but then I was like, if it go a little longer, then oh well, I'll stick to 1. But that didn't work out like that. It did not work out. It didn't work out like that. And I wasn't expecting. I know I did a lot of research before I had my baby about breastfeeding, but I wasn't expecting it to be as hard and as challenging as everybody was saying. Because when I first started, I was just like, oh, this is easy, I got this in the bag, I get it. But it didn't go like that. So I stopped simply because my milk was really like not where it was at when I first started. Of course, they say you always be an oversupplier when you first have your baby until your milk regulate to how much your baby drinks. So I really wasn't getting as much. Yeah, my baby back there crying, but I wasn't getting as much as I was before, and it was a little discouraging because I was starting to use my stash in the freezer, and it got to the point to where it was just like I have no more in the freezer because my baby was drinking more than what I was producing every time I pumped. And I was exclusively pumping until I decided to start letting him just latch on. I wasn't letting him latch for the simple fact, like when I first had him, for the simple fact of me having a C-section, and it was already painful trying to recover from the C-section, so I was just pumping. But past that, so my milk had dropped. I didn't try a lot of supplements to try to up it or whatever, but I guess, I don't know, it just stopped. And then another reason why is because my baby's weight gain was a little slow, and his doctor told me that he wanted me to start implementing formula in his diet, being that he wasn't gaining enough weight. So that was around the time I was letting him latch like all throughout the day, and I guess he wasn't getting what he needed like enough, because how I would do it is I would let him drink until he just stopped sucking. So when he stops sucking, I assume he's full or whatever like that. I'll just take him off the boob or whatever, and that just be it. But I guess he wasn't getting what he needed from me because he wasn't gaining as much weight. And of course I was beating myself up for that, but then his doctor was like, well, no, some kids just don't gain as much weight, you never know, this and that. So I was trying to go back to pumping, but when I went back to pumping, it was less than what I was getting before I stopped pumping and started letting him latch on. And I was just like, I don't know what's going on, whatever like that. So with me putting him on a formula, I kind of felt like, since I wasn't getting that much milk out anyways, that I was just gonna do all formula, which I shouldn't have just thought like that. Like, I was basically being lazy. Yes, I was being lazy. I was being lazy, so I'm like, oh, this is quicker, you know, especially when I'm trying to do something or have to go somewhere. I just thought that it would be easier and quicker for me to just make him a bottle and we just go. So as time went on, I kind of like beat myself up about it, because I was just like, I had a goal and I didn't achieve it. I felt like I was failing or whatever. So I just stopped altogether. Like, I literally just put my pumps in the back of my cabinets or whatever. Like, I had my pumps in my laundry room, and I just literally just put them back in the bag or whatever, and I just put my other pumps up. Like, I just put all my breastfeeding stuff up and just went cold turkey, like literally. And it was to the point to where like the next day my boobs was kind of like engorged, but it wasn't like as painful as it was. And that's how I knew my milk was just like slowly just leaving. Like I could still produce a little bit, but if I pump, I'm literally going to get an ounce out of each boob, which is still, you know, kind of good if I was to, because they was telling me how I can implement both of them and just mix it up, which is what I was doing at first when I first started introducing him to formula. But I just felt like if he wasn't getting it all from me, then I didn't want to do it anymore. So that was the reason why I stopped. Now we're finna get into what I would have done differently, because I was thinking since my supply was so good when I first had him that I didn't need to do what everybody else was saying that you need to do. So the first thing I would have did was take care of my physical and mental health, because it does take a lot out of you. And of course, when you're losing, you have to give your body back what you're losing, what you're taking away from your body. So I wasn't big on drinking water or drinking anything for that matter. I'm not a thirsty person, so I wasn't big on staying hydrated. So if I knew what I knew now, what I know now, I would stay hydrated and of course watch what I put in my body, because I'm not healthy at all. I was not the healthiest before I had my baby, and especially after I had my baby, because I got so used to just eat any and everything like I was when I was pregnant. You know, that'd be an excuse for us to eat whatever we want to eat. So I got so used to that I just felt like I wasn't as healthy to just, you know, keep giving my baby what I was giving to myself or whatever. So I would definitely prioritize my physical and mental health. That's one. The second thing I would have did was stay on a schedule even before I started implementing formula in his diet, because I literally, like, when I first had him, it was literally every 2 hours. When I say every 2 hours, I'm waking up in the middle of the night, this and that. But slowly, I kind of, like, stopped doing the middle of the night sessions, because I felt like in the middle of the night, I would let him latch on. And I'm like, okay, if he's latching on one boob, I don't need to pump the other one. I'm going to just do it when I wake up. Like, that goes back to what I've said, being lazy. So I will literally not pump until I wake up, and I slowly went to like pumping every 4 hours instead of every 2 hours. So I will definitely stay on the schedule with my next baby, because I do want to breastfeed my other future kids. So that will be another thing that I will actually do. And the other thing that I will do is wear comfortable bras. My bras was comfortable, but I feel like they was like almost like fit me a little too good, versus where like they fit me good, but when my boobs get engorged, it will be like squeezing. Like when I say squeezing, like it will literally be like almost look like it's cutting the circulation off my boobs, because you guys know how like your boobs get when they get engorged. They get like really big. I feel like I should have went a size up for when they get engorged, because I wasn't really thinking like that. Of course, I'm a first time mom, so I wasn't really thinking about how it will be when my boobs get engorged. So that will be another thing that I would do. So those are the 3 things that I will definitely change next time I breastfeed, because it literally took a toll on me when out of nowhere I was just thinking to myself, like just sitting down thinking like I'm literally not breastfeeding anymore, and I failed. Like I failed as a parent. It's just like I failed my child, I failed myself, you know. I didn't do what I wanted to do. So that was basically everything that I was thinking about and the things that I would change. So now my child is 100% on formula. He's doing good. But thank you for tuning in again with me. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to my channel and like and comment. Turn the notification bell on so you can get notified every time I upload another video. And make sure you like, please.